So that will bring up Leah Figueroa. Figueroa has been playing up all her life, and her freshman year with a chance to become a state champion and be an integral part of it, and Bunce fouls this one back to the screen for strike one.
Sees the power of this order, leads the team in home runs with 4, also 15 RBI on the year, 2 triples, 2 doubles to go with it.
Yeah, I talked to the Canfield coaching staff. I'll finish my thought here in a moment as this one misses inside. I said, this isn't a team that hits a lot of home runs. You're not reliant on the long ball, which is what you want this time of year, because teams that are reliant on the home run ball are going to face some good pitching down the stretch, and this is a very scrappy Canfield team that can beat you in a multitude of ways.
Just 10 home runs
Figueroa
on the year.
Gets the bunt down, throws up, and they get Figueroa at first. The advancement to Koenig to second.
It's a perfect sacrifice bunt, though. You put it right where you want it. There's no chance to get the runner at second. They have to take it and get the out at first. Now you got a runner in scoring position, and you need to come through with a hit. This is classic small ball.
So here's Sid Lutz, the sophomore. And Sydney with a chance to push that runner across. Koenig has above average speed. And first pitch to Lutz is up and away, ball 1.
Hitting .387, 6 RBIs for Lutz on the year.
That one in there for a strike at the knees. Evens the count, 1-1. Jackson back in the circle, toes and goes. And this one fouled away for strike 2. 1-2 to Lutz. 2 away here in the second. Still no score. DJ Oakley, Anthony Hartwig with you. Appreciate you being with us here this afternoon. We'll follow this with the Division I state title game. Ty Bartell will join. I believe you.
Yeah, I'll be
most
sticking
likely.
here.
And the changeup in the dirt. Evens the count 2-2.
I like that idea of going off speed when you're ahead in the count 1-2. It's a good place for that changeup. A little bit in the dirt, though. You want to have that at the knees.
Upstairs, and that's a 50-50 ball, and 51% of the vote that time goes to ball 3. Pitch, fouled away by Lutz. Stays 3-2. The tension starting to build. There's a little bit of a buzz in the air here to the left of us with the Canfield faithful. And faithful they are. Pitch, Lutz smashes at center field, sends the center fielder back to her left, 6 steps, and the play is made. 1 left on, nobody comes across. We're headed to the third here in championship efforts. It's 0-0. Back after this.
We know when it comes to insurance, you have so many choices. But if you're looking for someone who lives in your community, someone who cheers for your community, and someone who works for your community like you're part of our family, well then please let us introduce ourselves. Hi, we're Heiner Insurance. How can we help?
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Please, will Michael Denholm, please report to the ticket office and media check-in here at Firestone Stadium. Michael Denholm.
Top of the third, still no score here in Akron. Tallmadge and Canfield doing battle for the D2 state title. DJ Oakley, Anthony Hartwig with you, bringing you all the action. And it's going to be Emma Grabinski, the senior, leading things off in the third. Swings over top of the Toth heater for strike 1.
So far, Canfield doing the first part of the job offensively, getting people on and in scoring position, but haven't been able to hit anyone in yet.
I think they're just looking for a little bit of drama and theater in the 7th inning like we saw last time. They had too much fun with that.
Give the people what they paid for, right? They want
Yeah. Second pitch misses down low, evens the count 1-1. Garbinski back in. The pitch. Toth. Another nice heater on the inside, swinging over top of it. Strike 2.
That had a little bit of down movement too. Down and inside, right under the hands. Great pitch by Toth.
It's not like, they're watching it. They're swinging at these pitches, and Toth is just nearly untouchable.
Yeah, it's a lot different than Steubenville. We saw 6 strikeout looking from the Big Red yesterday against Toth. And these Tallmadge hitters so far, they're still striking out, but at least they're swinging at it.
Last pitch was fouled off, and it gets a piece of Figueroa, and she is consoled by her pitcher, first baseman, and third baseman who all come in and check on her. The umpire giving Leah a second to collect herself. I mean, there's a lot of dangers back there as a catcher, one of them being the heat today, but a foul ball off anywhere doesn't never feel good. 1-2 the count here to Garbinski. Toth wheels and deals. This one flared foul, and it's going to find itself between the catcher and first baseman, and we'll do it all over again at 1-2.
Catcher position is not for everybody. You have a ball coming in at you fast, and you also have someone swinging a giant metal stick at it right in front of you.
But it's a position you fall in love with.
Absolutely. Way underappreciated, never given enough light. The things they do, the things Figueroa is able to do as a freshman to come on as a backstop.
And make no mistake about it, she's one of the best there are. This is fouled away quickly, and that one, I don't know if it got a fan or not. That had some zing to it, little cayenne pepper.
And that net only goes until the dugout, so if you're sitting out there in the foul territory of right or left field, you're not protected.
Elena Toth, the 1-2 for the third time. Cut on and miss, a little bit of change up there, and it's out number 1 here in the third.
Toth might not have the velocity of the Sydney Watts that we're going to see next, but she changes speeds really well, and that can be just as effective.
So that will bring up Maya Zappola.
Number 21, Mia Zappola.
We'll go with Mia Zappola because that's what they went with here, so I apologize to Mia. The pitch, Mia squares up the bunt, charges at it, pulls back for ball 1. Good idea by Toth, trying to get the treasure map of what she can expect in these next couple pitches from the batter. Toth through the wind again. She deals. Zappola watches, strike 1 on the outside edge, 1-1.
A lot of Toth's first strikes of at-bats are on that outside corner. She likes to set the tone there and then come back inside on you later on in the at-bat.
The wind from Toth, and the change-up this time. Strike 2 right down Broadway. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That tells you how good that changeup is. It was probably a hittable pitch location-wise, but the change of speeds completely froze the hitter. It didn't matter.
And the 1-2 misses low, I think, as Zappola pulled back the fake bunt attempt, and she's doing it again. Extends the bunt, this time slaps it, shallow left field. Here comes Freedy to make the grab and left. Stop me if you heard that one before.
Once again, an excellent route to the ball. First step back like always, but then charging on that ball. Always read it from the bat. She's a great left fielder, great eyes back there.
So
Never takes a bad route to the ball.
That will bring up the third baseman, Sydney Becks, and the bottom of the lineup.
Number 18, Sydney Becks.
Becks, the lefty, will stand in, trying to start this Tallmadge offense, something that has been slow to get going. A lot of that has to do with Melina Toth. The first pitch misses away. Ball 1, Canfield wanted that one. Sounded like we were at the Phantoms fireworks with all the oohs and ahs from that. Toth rocks and deals. And a pitch on the outside corner. This one registers for a strike. Toth gets the ball back from Figueroa, leans in and deals. And up and outside again, the same spot as the first pitch. When you look at what Steve Hartman's been able to do behind the plate thus far as the home plate umpire, he has stuck to his guns.
Yeah, and that's something that both hitters and pitchers are going to have to start adjusting to, knowing the strike zone.
And this time it's low and outside. Figueroa tries to help out Toth, to no avail, and it's 3-1. Three-one delivery from Toth. Fouled off, 3-2. Back to the backstop. Tells you that Bex was on it. And now she is up against a wall here with the leadoff, Lexi Gray, standing in the on-deck circle, chomping at the bit for an opportunity to get a base runner. Toth deals. And ball four. Another 3 of those pitches were in the exact same spot. Toth trying to stretch the zone, but Steve Hartman says, thanks, but no thanks.
They're pitcher's pitches that you want called if you're a pitcher, but probably maybe a ball or a half a ball outside of the strike zone.
So the first base run of the day is on for Tallmadge. Here's Lexi Gray. Macy Gray is a former pop singer. This has popped up and out of play for strike one.
That's just the 22nd walk given up by Toth all season in the circle. She has more than 200 more strikeouts than she does walks.
Gray stands back in. Toth stands and delivers. Leaves that upstairs. Figueroa thinks about tossing it down to first out of the crouch. And that's just something automatic. A lot of fans and a lot of parents who don't know the game of softball don't understand that every time a catcher is lifted out of the crouch, it's muscle memory to think about throwing.
And you got to look. You always have to look at the base runners. What are they doing? Are they having an aggressive lead? Can I catch them off? Smart catchers are always aware of everything that's going on in the infield. It's what you have to be able to do.
Fouled off for strike two from Gray. So now 1-2. A new ball will enter the field of play for Figueroa to toss to her pitcher. And a time is called from the third base side as a little conversation going to happen. So good pace to this ball game here in the Division II state championship. Again, Anthony Hartwig, DJ Yoakley with you as Gray will stand back in. Toth ahead 1-2. Melena deals. This one grounded, second base, fielded and kicked out of the glove. Runner's going to advance all the way to third, and now Tallmadge is cooking with peanut oil.
It was a great effort trying to keep that ball in the infield. Would have been a tough play even if she secured it, but she might have been able to keep the runner at second.
A nice attempt over at second base by Sydney Lutz, and it just kicked out of her glove, and you could see she was frustrated as soon as she saw it eject over towards the first base line. So now you've got runners at first and third, and Layla Stasak is up. Corners are pinched in for Canfield.
Stasak scored the game-winning run on Thursday.
The pitch to Stasak, and this is fouled back to the screen. She was thinking about slapping. A little indecisive, but able to get a piece of it, and she falls behind 0-1. Toth rocks and delivers. Slapped, back to the screen, and quickly ahead 0-2. This would be a nice jam and motivator to Canfield and the fans if Toth and the Cardinals can get out of it here in the third. Let's go Tallmadge chance from the right. Pitch, slapped. That one going to find its way into foul grounds. Look out.
Ooh.
Stays 0-2 as Stazak testing the left side of this stadium. Coach Kernan comes out and is talking to Freedy.
And it seems like those last two swings, he's trying to power slap, which would just loft it right over the third baseman's head in the left field, rather than drive it into the ground.
The 0-2, check swing, check it. They say she did not go in Canfield.
Ooh,
There's a lot of Cardinals, but there's some Boo Birds out here now too.
These Canfield fans are not a big fan of this inning and the calls that they haven't gotten.
The 1-2, Toth digs into the mound, or digs into the rubber instead, slapped over and fouled away again. It's 1-2 again.
She's getting closer to getting that fair, starting to time things up a little bit. Ty Bartell in the house.
He's got a long day ahead of him.
That's why he's got the Dunkin' iced coffee.
The 1-2, Toth delivers. Slap, back up the middle. Play could be made. Tag, got her! What a heads-up play by the second baseman, Sydney Lutz. She was gonna be beat to the bag. She applies the tag, and the out recorded.
That is smart defense by Lutz, who once again was the one that let the ball get through the infield in the hit before, and she makes up for it with a big defensive play to get Canfield out of the jam.
On to the bottom of the third. We come back here on your Sports Network.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun, it all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
It's storm season,
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
and Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on
air,
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
online,
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
on social media, and on our app.
More pockets of rain as we go throughout our
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Midway through the third, nothing. Canfield gets out of the jam with a little help from the defense, and that's the name of the game this time of the year.
That was an amazing play by Sydney Lutz. That ball hit up the middle softly. Probably destined for an RBI 9 out of 10 times, but Lutz made a really smart play. Going to the bag herself, not making the throw. Throw probably wouldn't have beat the runner to second, and Tallmadge would have scored a run.
So here's Bella Kennedy to lead things off for Canfield. First pitch swinging, strike one.
Kennedy was not in the lineup on Thursday, so this is her first taste of Firestone Stadium, the important senior to this Canfield team.
This is popped up, fouled away, strike two. The nice thing for Ty Bartell is he doesn't have to do anything. He just sits in my seat and announces the game. He doesn't have to set up anything. He just pops in and goes. I guess it has its perks to be in the brand new Scrappers announcer.
He's already got the shades. He's coming in high class.
He was not missing this game if the world depended on it. That pitch misses away to Kennedy, 1-2.
Bella Kennedy, part of the 1-2 punch in this circle.
Fouls it away. Stays 1-2. Go ahead.
Melina Toth gets a lot of credit, which she absolutely should, but Kennedy has pitched well for Canfield this year as well. An ERA just a tick above 1.
Kennedy is senior. One of the 8 seniors on this team. She cuts and misses for out number 1. A nice pitch from Jackson.
Yeah, tailing outside, that curveball gets Kennedy to extend her zone and swing on a pitch that was probably a little bit outside.
So back to the top of the lineup we go. Jenna Treveri, one of the most athletic young ladies, not just in Canfield, but in the entire YSN family. I'm sure that she'll have several records in several different sports by the time her days are said and done 3 years from now. First pitch misses, ball 1.
She's just looking for some luck. She's put the ball in play every at bat here at Firestone so far and just hasn't been able to find a hole in the defense.
This one grounded to the second baseman, bobbles up with it and retires Treveri. Another hard hit ball, and Jenna just cannot come up with it, which you know what that means. It means later in the game she's going to be the hero.
Yeah, you just got to keep telling her in the dugout, hey, keep hitting the ball hard, keep having quality at bats. Good things are going to happen eventually.
So that brings up the two-hitter, Gianna Panunzio.
Had they hit her first time up.
First pitch misses.
They were able to move her to third but could not bring her in. 15th stolen base on the year when she got on first.
G stands back in, takes a look at the pitcher. Jackson delivers. Panunzio pops it up, shallow right field. Right fielder's there to make the grab, and the side retired for Canfield. No hits, no runs, and nobody left on. We are on to the fourth. It's still scoreless here in the Rubber City. Back after this on YSN.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens. On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at MyersFamilyINS.com or find us on Facebook.
Top of the fourth, no score. DJ Oakley, Anthony Hartwig for this Division II state title. Coming up right after this, Ty Bartell, Anthony Hartwig pulling double duty for the Austintown Fitch potential state championship in Division I.
No place I'd rather be than Firestone for a couple of state championships.
This is slap foul, and look out for strike one down the left side. I mean, this is it. You got softball and that's it. None of our baseball teams were able to make it to the state championship round.
Tough day yesterday for our baseball teams.
Very much so. So Austintown Fitch will be the main event for the spring on YSN.
But congratulations to our track stars who have already made a big splash today in Columbus. Caleb Nastari broke the state tournament record in the 800 with a time of 148.31.
Wow. It's fouled off again, and it'll stay 0-2.
He broke Nick Plant's record, who was a Canfield star in his own right. And then we saw Valley Christian's 4x100 team win state for the third year in a row.
Canfield trying to, once again, be City of Champions. This one slapped into right field. Uh-oh, gets past, but luckily the right fielder able to track it down before anybody could move. Bella Kennedy with a nice job in right.
It was a tough hop, but she did a good job using her body to at least not let that ball get behind her to the fence and keep it as a single.
That was Caffell with a leadoff two-strike single, and you have to think Marley Queen, even though she's the cleanup hitter, is going to be forced to bunt. Now the coaches, they're going to have a substitution. Now Caffell is a first baseman, so there's going to be a pinch runner, not a courtesy. So this will eliminate. Hang on.
Number 29, Gabby Harp.
So this will put Gabby Harp on first. This will eliminate Harp after she's done with this, unless she stays in, which I doubt.
But Koffel will be able to re-enter softball. You can re-enter once after you're subbed out. So.
But that'll do it for the pinch runner, obviously. Well, yeah, have to.
Yeah. The only way that it wouldn't is if she was listed as the flex on the lineup card, which I don't think she was.
First pitch in the dirt, ball one. No, she was not.
For example, Canfield could pinch run Macy Kalina without using a substitution because she is the flex for Canfield at first base.
Queen waits, squares up the bunt, pulls down. Figueroa thinks about throwing down to first base and holds on to it. 2-0 to Queen. I mean, at this point, the confidence that Milena Toast should have, she should be okay with allowing Queen, who's the cleanup hitter, to lay it down. You're taking the stick out of her hands. The bunt's down. Over is Panunzio to make the play. So the sacrifice bunt pays off in theory for Tallmadge, but you take the bat out of your cleanup hitter's hands, which I think is a win for Canfield.
It's a beautiful job, though. I mean, you're probably not asked to bunt a lot out of the cleanup spot, so in this situation, not popping it up, keeping it down on the ground, and executing your job as a hitter to get the runner over.
Here's Katie Huth, the sophomore designated player.
Got to be careful here. She's one of the powerful hitters in this lineup. Hit one hard to left fielder last time up. She was intentionally walked in the 7th in the state semifinal for Tallmadge.
First pitch to Huth is in there for a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Toth checks with Figueroa, deals. And that one just missed outside. Trying to catch that outside corner again is Toth.
Trying to stay outside against her since she pulled the last pitch to left field with a pretty good power swing.
1-1, runner on second base, one away. The pitch. Cut on and missed. Huth chased it up the ladder, and there was no cat in the tree.
I like that rise ball. It was just a chase pitch. It was pretty high, but it looks good and it breaks late.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's Toth's payoff, and this one tapped towards second base. Over to pick it up and fire it over is Lutz for out number 2. Runner does advance, but that eliminates the 4 and 5 hitter and puts the pressure on Ashlyn Severns.
Walk-off hit in the bottom of the 7th for Severns on Thursday, trying to get the first run of the game here today.
Severns with that slightly open stance, trying to get a better look at the pitches from Toth. Takes strike 1. I wasn't sure if the umpire was going to lift the arm or not on that one.
He's had a tight strike zone, so you always are going to be guessing.
Toth, the 0-1, up the ladder, and that is held for 1-1.
Almost got her to swing at that.
She was thinking
barely
about
able
it.
to check.
Severns moved the hands, but the bat stayed in place, so it's a 1-1 count. Payoff. Upstairs and away. Figueroa able to glove it. 2 balls and a strike now on Severns.
Might have been a setup pitch. We've seen Milena Toth a couple of times today come low and in and get under the hands of these hitters, so that might be the time for that pitch here right now.
Changing the eye level is Toth right now, doing it very well. Peeks into the dugout, leans over, and starts her descent. The pitch upstairs, and it's 3-1. And this isn't a bad idea. I mean, Severns, who can hurt you, not that Garbinski can't, but why mess around with someone who's got some success at this level?
And if you walk, you're obviously going to set a force out. It's a little bit easier on the infield.
And strike 2 on the late call. Count is extended full, 3-2.
There's another 50-50 call. That one went Canfield's way.
So here we go. Full count, 2 outs, runner at third. Severns, the pitch from Toth. Just missed outside, and now there's runners on the corners. But you said, Anthony, it's not exactly a bad thing because the infield now has force at first and second.
Yeah, it just makes things a little bit easier. You have a little bit more options in the infield. Unless Tallmadge decides to be a little bit aggressive and steal to, take that away.
Here's Emma Garbinski. Toth deals. This one chopped over. Will it find the hole? It will. Safe at second. And we've got the first run of the ball game, and it belongs to Tallmadge.
That was driven right into the ground over Toe's head. Impossible to make a play at second. A big base hit from the 7th spot. You got to have the bottom of your order succeed if you're going to win a state championship.
And trying to make a play on it once again was Lutz, and I think she lost the handle, if I'm not mistaken, before she was able to tag the bag. Otherwise, she would have another great inning-ending play. And now they're going to tend to Leah Figueroa, who comes over to cool off for a minute.
He was in the same spot that the play that Lutz made earlier in the game was hit to.
So I'm trying to figure out what's going on. They're not making a pitching change. And the Tallmadge flags are out, and they are running around after that run scores. And maybe that's the umpire's timeout to, well, they're hydrating, which is not a bad idea on this 85-degree June day.
It's a big moment in this game now. The Cardinals have to keep the Blue Devils at 1. You don't want to give up too much momentum.
But the advantage there belongs to Canfield because they slowed the momentum. And I wonder if that was predetermined, if you're out there for X amount of minutes, that you need to take a break.
A little bit of gamesmanship, I bet, from Coach Kernan.
So now runners on first and second, 2 down. The pitch from Toth. In there for strike 1.
Toth is about to throw her 70th pitch of the day.
Mia Zapola.
So far, 49 of them have been strikes.
Waits, extends the bat, pulls back, takes ball 1. Canfield defense straight away. Regular depth. This one flipped towards second base, over the second baseman's head. They're going to try to score the runner. Throw is offline. Tallmadge scores their second run of the ball game. Zapola cashes in, and it's a 2-0 Tallmadge lead with now runners at first and third. 2-out Lightning for the Blue Devils.
Yeah, and it's coming from the bottom of their order, which is, like I said, what you have to be able to do at this level. You have to be able to be a team that can hurt you 1 through 9.
And now you've got a timeout taken by Coach Kernan as they're going to run out some water, and Coach Kernan going to try to ice down this situation. And Figueroa trying to get the fans from Canfield up and excited. Tallmadge again with the flags in our right field direction. Devils with the Tallmadge logo. D-E-V-I-L-S. And then the extra banner in celebration. So this is a long way to go, and it's at the top of the 4th, although 2 runs in a game like this feels like a lot.
Yeah, the way that both these teams are pitching right now. But it's still just the 4th inning, so Canfield's offense will have plenty of time to wake up and make some adjustments. This Tallmadge team is good at making adjustments second time in the lineup. They were held scoreless through 3 innings yesterday. They were down 5-2 at one point, eventually came back to win 6-5. So they do make really good mid-game adjustments as an offense.
Sydney Becks will check in. Her second time through. None bigger than this one. Runners on the corners. 2 down. Becks waits. First pitch in there for a strike. The runner will steal uncontested.
Becks walked her first time up, so still looking for her first official at bat.
Through the line, here's Toth. And misses. 1-1. Again, Steve Hartman is adamant about his strike zone. The 1-1. Toth gets a sign. This one, flared foul for strike 2. Tallmadge thought that you could hear the oohs in our headsets, and
it was a good swing.
They thought that was going to be the one that blew this one wide open. A single probably scores 2. Canfield trying to will Milena Toth back into the dugout. The 1-2. Cut on, fouled off. I thought that got by the catcher.
Bex had a good at bat her last time up. Had a full count, fouled off a couple of pitches to the left side, and then eventually worked the walk, and she's having another good at bat here.
One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Flare, left field, Freedy gets past her. Down the line it goes. 2 runs come to score. Around second is Betts. She's going to go for it all. She's going to get it all. A 3-run inside the park home run. And it's 5-0 Tallmadge.
You're taking a big risk diving down the line. If it gets by you, there's no one there to cover you. And that unfortunately did not work in Fruity's favor.
And Canfield, the left side, you can hear a pin drop, but Tallmadge knows what just happened. They understand how tough this Canfield Cardinal team is, how much it means to get 5 runs off of Milena Toth that I don't think has happened this year.
No.
Back to the top of the lineup they go, and Lexi Gray, and that first pitch misses, ball 1. Toth winds and deals. Gray fouls it back, evens the count, 1-1. Clear up the base paths, my apologies. What a game-changing play for Sydney Bex.
Out of the 9 spot. And coming through, bottom of the order. I've said it a couple of times, but it's just so important.
Toth deals. That one misses low. 2-1. Rocks and fires. Cut on and missed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Canfield begging to get out of the inning here. Letting up 5 runs here in the 4th. The wind and the pitch. Tapped foul. And it'll stay 2-2.
This Tallmadge team is doing a good job. Both sides of the plate going the opposite way. Staying back on the pitch, keeping their barrel through the strike zone.
Gray stands back in, the junior. Looking to re-energize this Tallmadge lineup. Pops it up, and that's going to fall in shallow right center. So Gray does exactly what a leadoff hitter should do and gets on.
Just muscled it to the right spot. No one could get it. It dropped in that Bermuda Triangle between the center fielder, second baseman, and right fielder.
So now you've got the 2-hitter in Layla Stazak. So Layla digs in, just a sophomore. Stage not too big for her. Stazak waits, Toth deals, big swing and a miss on the changeup. Toth gets the sign from Figueroa, she deals. Leaves it low and away. Figueroa picks it out of the dirt, no problems, ball 1. Canfield has certainly showed up, pepper in some Austintown Fitch folks wanting to see Canfield bring it home to Route 46. The bunt is down, Figueroa fields it in foul territory for strike 2.
Fielded it pretty well if it was a fair ball, though. I liked her ability to get up there, snag the ball, was ready to make the throw. Head on a swivel behind the plate.
Toth with 2 strikes on Stazak. She deals. Upstairs, runner goes. The throw is on line. Figueroa had to throw to nobody at the bag. Luckily, the shortstop comes over and makes a play. Nice job by Koenig getting over there last second, but the base is stolen. And it's a 2-2 count. Toth with the runner on her 6. Rocks and deals. Tapper to Koenig. Picked up on the hop, fired over, and the play is made at first. So a deep breath collectively from Canfield as 5 runs come in for Tallmadge, and now Canfield has to make something happen on offense. Will the heroics continue? We'll find out after this on your Sports Network.
We believe expectations are made to be exceeded. At the new Toyota of Warren, it's about more than just getting a great deal. It's about service you can count on and a friendship you can trust. Year after year, we've done what we do best. We've gone the extra mile so you could too. Because we know it's just not about buying a new car. It's the start of a new adventure. Toyota of Warren, driven by you.
What can you do on over 5,000 acres? At Mill Creek Metro Parks, you can discover unique habitats and wildlife, create memorable family moments, experience history, heritage, and park programs, explore scenic landscapes, take time to relax and be well, connect with nature and each other. Come see what's new at Mill Creek Metro Parks. Plan your trip now at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Midway through the 4th, it's 5-0 Tallmadge as DJ Yoakley, Anthony Hartwig. Happy to bring this game to you, brought to you by our sponsors down in the square there. You see Case Squared Marketing, thanks to them, WFMJ, as well as so many others here on your sports network that make our ability to cover these games a lot easier throughout the year. Legends, of course, and Boardman. It's 5-0, Ant. I don't think anybody saw that coming, but the game is far from over here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, Tallmadge with that crooked number, and it came off the big swing from their 9-hole hitter, hitting it to left down the line, getting the inside the park home run. And Camp doesn't have to respond. They only have 1 hit on the day. It's from Panunzio, and their offense is going to have to find a way to put something together. It doesn't have to all come at once, but it does have to start coming.
You're going to have to do it without really long ball threats. I mean, Coach Kernan flips the visor here in the 4th. It's rally time as everybody flips the visors. And here's Haley Freedy, a young lady who's been a leader on and off the field for Canfield. As the first pitch to Freedy, misses ball 1.
This is the part of the lineup you definitely want up. 3, 4, 5 due up for Canfield.
And it's not even just get all 5 runs back. Just crack the scoreboard as Freedy sends one packing towards right field, and the right fielder on the hop makes the grab for out number 1.
Canfield has only struck out once. They're putting the ball in play. They just can't find that hit that finds the open grass, or I should say turf.
Designated player number 20, Faith Morrell.
So Faith Morrell, the cleanup hitter, will stand in. The pitch. Morrell sends it deep left center field, coming in and making the grab, the center fielder for out number 2. So 2 quick ones for Canfield here in the 4th, and now they're looking for some sustainability.
This could be a really big inning for Tallmadge if they're able to get through this with, 3 pitches so far?
That's exactly right. So now you've got Toth.
13, Melina Toth.
Toth watches the first one, ball 1.
Jackson has only thrown 46 pitches so far for Tallmadge.
Almost double as that is Melina Toth on the other side. Through the line, Toth takes strike 1.
Toth is one of the home run threats of Canfield. He's hit 3, but 2 of them have come in this tournament run. Both of them back in the district rounds.
Waits, time was called. The pitch won't count. Umpire had his hand up, so we'll redo that one. Toth digs in again. The pitch fouled off back to the screen for strike 2. Line the pitch, inside low, evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Toth digs back in again. Here's the pitch. Launched center field, and can of corn for the center fielder who makes the grab. Zappala gets 2 of the 3 outs. Canfield back out in the field, and we return here on YSN, trailing 5-0.
If you can dream it, you can live it. Enjoy outdoor living at its finest with outdoor furniture at Sheely's. Whether hosting picnics or dining al fresco, with outdoor dining sets, you can bring family and friends together. You can create an outdoor oasis for your patio or deck, perfect for relaxing summer evenings. And unwind under the stars when you cozy up to a nice fire. Savor the season with outdoor living at Sheely's. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
My old boss, he said I would be good at sales because I'm good with people and everything like that. So he offered me a job, and here I am. I have a lot of repeat customers, and referrals, and it's just nice seeing them with smiles on their faces when, they pick up their vehicles, them telling me how happy they are with the vehicle. So that's what keeps you going. I'm Jim Timko, and I've been at Greenwood Chevrolet for 20 years.
7, Jocelyn Lugo.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. In the 5th inning, we lead things off with Jocelyn Caffell, the 3-hitter. Canfield trailing 5-0 to this Tallmadge Blue Devil team. Caffell taking ball 1. And there is ball 2.
Canfield's going to need Melina Toth to dig deep and keep the Blue Devils at the spot they're at right now.
Through the line, the pitch. This one teed off and heads up down there.
He caught the overhang and then dropped behind the net.
Strike 1. Caffell digs back in after a little bit of excitement down below. Toth rocks and deals. Dribbles to the third baseman, bounces off Panunzio, and that's going to put Caffell on. So a tough break for Canfield. The sure-handed Panunzio. Not sure if it got on her a little bit quicker than she thought. Maybe she was looking for the runner, but nonetheless, Caffell's at first, and now you've got Marley Queen, the cleanup hitter, the senior, standing out the dish, and Tallmadge looking to do damage again here in the 5th. Toth winds and deals, and that's cut on and missed. Good spot for a changeup there.
Relaxes everybody. I think this defense as a whole just needs to take a deep breath and keep playing the game out.
Toth deals, bunt is extended and fouled away for strike 2. So now Queen falls behind 0-2.
Toth has 5 strikeouts, but she hasn't collected one in quite a while. And this would be a big time for one here.
She was rolling in the beginning stages of this game, then Tallmadge seemed to figure things out offensively. Toth deals the 0-2, up and away, chase pitch, ball 1. A lot of faith in the junior, Melina Toth, from everybody here in this stadium, wearing red and black. The pitch, cut on and missed, and Toth gets a much-needed strikeout and a boost of confidence, striking out the cleanup hitter in Marley Queen.
6th strikeout of the day for Toth.
Designated player number 15, Katie Huth.
So Katie Huth will check in, the sophomore.
This will be her 97th pitch of the day.
And Huth goes around. So, and when you say that, it's unlike baseball where we're watching a pitch count and more just what are you looking for out of a pitch count like that?
I just want efficiency. I'm looking at how many pitches Toth is taking per inning, and she's usually really efficient. I mean, back when they played Fitch in 10 innings of softball, Toth only had 127 pitches. So she's usually really efficient with her pitches, but Tallmadge making her work a lot today.
Strike 2 on the inside corner, right under the hands. And quickly 0-2. So that strikeout of Queen may have been exactly what Toth needed. The pitch. This one socked center field. Backing away is Treveri to play it on the hop. And just like that, Tallmadge back in business with runners at first and second and just one away.
That pitch is a little bit too sweet for an 0-2 count. Put right back and up the middle.
And you got to be absolutely mindful how good Tallmadge has been with 2 strikes today in the box. So here is Ashlyn Severns. Fouled off for strike 1 for Severns.
It's a good offense. I mean, you look at their tournament run. They scored 26, 21, 10, 7, and 10. So the lowest run total they've had in the tournament so far is 7.
Runners at first and second. A pitch from Toth, a little bit tall, and that's ball 1. 1-1 the count. And time is called. They're going to, third base coach going to check with the umpire. We're going to get a, interesting, on a 1-1 count, we're going to get a pinch runner. So we'll wait for that announcement. Here we go.
Number 2, Lily Vaughn.
So Lily Vaughn, the sophomore, will check in and will pinch run with 1 away. Strike on the outside corner makes it 1-2 for Toth.
Very rarely see a decision like that being made in the middle of an account. But it probably means the game plan changed.
Wind in the pitch. This is fouled away, 1-2. What would be the game plan? Score?
Score.
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 That's
whatever it takes.
Pretty good game plan. Up 5. Tallmadge knows that this could be integral. Toth. The 1-2, that one lifted left field. Freedy after it, makes the grab on the run, turns and fires back into the infield, keeps everybody where they are. Freedy, another defensive gem in left field. And that wasn't easy. She had to go and get on her horse a long way across the desert to grab that one.
Second baseman, number 10, Emma Garbinski.
So here's Emma Garbinski. Garbinski digs in. Here comes the first delivery from Toth. This is slap right field. That's going to get down. Trouble in right field. Runner comes all the way around, and Garbinski in with a double, and an RBI double at that. Canfield continues to see trouble here on defense. The ball just dropping everywhere for Tallmadge right now.
Yeah, that was right on the line. But she did do a good job to slide and not let that ball go to the fence.
So now,
21, Mia Zapola.
Mia Zapola, who's had some success at the dish, will stand in.
She's 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run to score.
Toth deals. This one ripped. That's going to get through. That might score 2. Freedy tosses in and keeps the runner at third. Wow. Zapola is coming through, and it's a 7-0 Tallmadge lead.
This offense has figured something out about Toth that nobody else has been able to do this year. They've timed her up really well. They're putting the ball in play almost every time.
Time is called from Figueroa. She wants to talk to her infielders, and they'll bring it in. We'll take a quick timeout. Back after this on YSN.
Your culinary adventure awaits at Legends Food and Drink. Experience a welcoming ambiance while you explore our appetizing menu featuring over 20 meals under $20 and over 30 lunches for $12 or less. Our private dining room seat between 10 and 20 at no additional cost. And don't forget our spacious 35-seat bar for your favorite sporting event. Book your special occasion in our elegant banquet room that seats up to 150 comfortably. Legends Food and Drink, a taste you'll remember. Market Street and Route 224 in Boardman.
Back we are here in the top of the 5th. Runners at first and third, 2 out for Tallmadge, who have added 2 runs to their barrage. And here is Sydney Becks. And the most of the offense has come, Anthony, from the bottom of this lineup, as they'll let the runner steal second uncontested.
It really has. The bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 are a combined 5, 4, 6 with 7 RBIs.
Pitch is in there for a strike to even the count. 1-1. 2 outs. Tallmadge, I don't know that I've seen a team better this year than the Blue Devils.
Like I said, they have wins this year over big YSN schools and champion South Range and Canfield.
That one socked down the line and foul.
They beat South Range on Tuesday in a tournament tune-up. Walked them off 5-4.
And a lot of those tournament tune-ups, what you're going to hear, and coaches will tell you, is we didn't throw our best, they didn't throw their best. The same as earlier with these two teams when they beat Canfield 8-4, did Tallmadge. Neither one saw the best.
Now South Range threw Stakowicz for 3 innings and then threw Suzanne for 3.
That one is roped and foul. It'll stay 1-2.
Tallmadge also beat champion 3-2 this year in walk-off fashion.
Lady Cardinals certainly have their work cut out for them as we head down the home stretch of this ball game. Top of the 5th, 7-0. Runners at second and third. Tallmadge threatening again outside. That one misses. 2-2 the count. Rock the fire, and this one tapped right back off of Toth. Across the diamond they go, safe, and another run scores. Tough play for Koenig, and good speed out of the box by Becks. And Tallmadge just keeps it going.
That was a great play by Koenig. I mean, that's as good of a play as you can make to give yourself a chance at the double play. I don't think you could have fielded it any better.
And another pause in the action as Toth turns around to get her infielders, and no coach comes out.
This is really big now because Tallmadge has the 10th run on base, which would take Canfield down to just 3 outs left in this game, as we're in the 5th.
Little players meeting in the circle, and the players will disperse, not coaxed by the umpire, but now Coach Kernan wants time. And he says, I just want to talk to Milena one-on-one. And so Coach Kernan goes out, and Figueroa is going to go slug a drink of water. And that's going to do it for Milena Toth. So a new pitcher in the game, it's going to be Bella Kennedy. And we will check out her stats when we return right here on YSN after this.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at myersfamilyins.com or find us on Facebook.
Back we come here, top of the fifth. 2 runners on, each on a corner. 2 down. Canfield trails 8-0 in this D2 state championship game. Milena Toth, incredible season, and you hate to see this happen, and she's got to leave the game because she's trailing, and Bella Kennedy comes in. What has Bella been able to do this season, Ant?
37 innings pitched for Bella Kennedy, an ERA just over 1 at 1.37. She has a 5-1 record. Her one loss on the year coming to these Tallmadge Blue Devils back in April. She's given up 32 hits total, 12 runs, 7 of them earned.
Coach Kernan going to go talk to Figueroa, his catcher, and some words of encouragement for Leah.
He struck out 46 and walked 6.
So Bella Kennedy will take over in the circle. The day for Milena Toth is done.
Technically, she can still re-enter, she might if Canfield makes a miraculous comeback and this game gets close. They're allowed to re-enter once in softball. And since they brought Bella Kennedy in from right, they could just put her back in the field and they wouldn't have to make a substitution.
Line the pitch from Kennedy. The first one they throw down, and that gets away. Another run will score. And that's going to...
I don't think you have to make that for her.
Well, and I think I could be way off here, and I don't want to make any assumptions, but I think that Coach Kernan, the conversation he had with Leah was if she goes, throw it. And, you know, they need it out in the worst way, and it's 9-0 now with that 10th runner in scoring position. As you said, it's a dangerous precedent as this is dribbled to the second baseman, and the inning finally ends for Canfield. 4 runs come across for Tallmadge. Canfield back in the dugout, swing the sticks. We return here on YSN.
If you can dream it, you can live it. Enjoy outdoor living at its finest with outdoor furniture at Sheely's. Whether hosting picnics or dining al fresco, with outdoor dining sets, you can bring family and friends together. You can create an outdoor oasis for your patio or deck, perfect for relaxing summer evenings. And unwind under the stars when you cozy up to a nice fire. Savor the season with outdoor living at Sheely's. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means we want to take care of the community that takes care of us too.
And we have to work together always. And that's how you stay in business for 40 years.
You know, I love being a helper because when I help somebody, it makes me feel good.
It means a lot that I can make a difference in others' lives.
So I will do everything I can and just being there for them every step of the way.
I want them to know within the first 5 minutes that they could depend on me. That's what going the extra mile means, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Marina Koenig is going to lead things off for Canfield. They got their work cut out for them, Ant. And, you know, at this point, we talked about faith when they got here. Now you got to stay faithful in what you have left in the season.
It's all about faith and fight. What can you do? Can you shake off the way this game has started and show some pride and at least put some runs on the board?
This one, saw Koenig into left field. Don't quit yet, Cardinals.
That's what they needed. That's what they've been doing all day. They've been putting the ball in play, but Koenig finally able to find a blank spot in the field. Canfield has only struck out once today. They've been doing a really good job getting the ball in play.
So now you've got Leah Figueroa, who is, as you've declared her, the power hitter, the power source of this Cardinal lineup.
Leads the team with 4 of them on the year.
At this point, you probably just want to string hits together. A home run, potentially, Ant, could be a rally killer at this point.
It clears the bases, makes you have to start over again. But I think Canfield would take runs anyway, so if she hits one over the fence, they'd be happy to take it.
Upstairs, ball 2 to Figueroa.
Her last home run came in the district championship game.
Jackson deals, Figueroa swings and misses.
That was against Field in a 7-1 victory for Canfield.
I'm telling you, for some reason, I'm keeping the faith here, man. I know it doesn't look pretty as this is popped up and first baseman comes over, makes the grab for out number 1, but they give you 21 outs for a reason.
Right, I mean, we've seen crazier things.
Use them all.
And would that be a memorable state championship or what?
Oh, you want to talk about, it would put Thursdays to shame. It really would. And Thursday, I've told people, one of the most memorable games I'll ever have. This one is in there for strike 1.
That's why keeping that 10th run off the board is really big for Canfield, because it gives them at least another 3 innings if they're able to keep Tallmadge where they are.
Sydney Lutz watches this one go above her hands, evens the count at 1-1. Upstairs and away, ball 2.
One of the turning points of this game, first 2 innings, Canfield was able to put runners in scoring position, and they weren't able to bring them over. You never know how that might have changed the tempo and the momentum of the softball game if Canfield was able to come up with that timely hit.
Riley Jackson's delivery in there for strike 2 on Lutz. Sid waits. This one, chip shot back to Jackson, fields it in the circle, fires over to retire Lutz, and the runner moves up to second base. At this point, if you're Tallmadge, you're trading outs for runs. I mean, you could care less because they need less outs than Canfield does runs. And now time is called as we are going to see, I believe, a pinch hitter as Hayden Merritt is going to come in.
This is where softball lineups get kind of creative, because obviously Bella Kennedy is going to stay in the game, but they're going to move Merritt into hit for her, which probably means that Toth is going to be out of the game.
Your attention, please, for Canfield pinch hitting for Kennedy, number 12, Hayden Merritt.
Merritt stands in, and quickly time is called from behind the dish. So 2 down here for Canfield on the sacrifice. And there's a strike. I don't know if that's a sacrifice in the book, but it's a sacrifice to me. Merritt takes strike 1 in the outside corner. That one is going to hit Merritt, and now the Cardinals have a pair of base runners.
And it does bring up the top of their order now, as Treveri will come to the plate and has hit the ball hard twice.
Absolutely has.
She hasn't struck out once in this state tournament. She's done a really good job putting the ball in play, but hasn't been able to get that hit yet. And it'd be a big one for her here.
First pitch to Treveri, strike on the outside corner. This one roped, shortstop, picked, fire, Treveri! Beat by a step across the diamond. What an absolute web gem by Ashlyn Severns to retire Treveri. On to the 6th inning we go. It's 9-0 Tallmadge. Back after this.
As Comco celebrated 70 years in 2022, we have much to be thankful for. We are proud of the Comco culture as we serve our customers with Comco Care with our premier customer service, quality parts, and on-time delivery. The partnerships we have with our customers and our community are second to none. We thank you for your continued support. We are proud to be part of this community and will continue to offer great jobs for great people.
'21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update. Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
Reliability, innovation, scale. These three values are
Layla Stasak.
Top of the sixth, 9-0 Tallmadge. Layla Stasak will lead things off for the Blue Devils. And it's Tapper back to the pitcher. Kennedy turns, fires, and there's out one. Nice job by Kennedy. Gets out of the circle and plays the position. Pitchers are athletes too, as I was told in college. Baseball, they run a lot of poles, and they do
Number 7, Jocelyn Pavel.
a lot of running and training and stretching, but they can be athletes just as well, especially in softball. Here's Jocelyn Keffel, the senior. Lefty stands in. Here comes Kennedy's pitch, and this one roped center field. Coming on easily, Treveri to make the grab for out number 2. So Kennedy making it look easy in the circle, and nobody cheering louder right now than Milena Toth.
It's a change of pace. You know, Kennedy will throw a little bit slower, move the ball a little bit more low in the zone than Toth will. And the senior gets a moment in the circle before the end of her career.
And first pitch misses inside. I don't know where that one was, Ant. I'm not going to complain. We're not going to get like that, but that was a pitch that's been called consistently all day by the home plate umpire.
Well, we've been asking about this tight strike zone all day as well. A lot of pitches that are 50-50 calls going not Canfield's way.
Kennedy deals this one up the ladder, ball 2. No question on that. Fans, don't forget Austintown Fitch coming up shortly after this one. The teams will take the field, do their warm-ups, and you can join Ty Bartell and Anthony Hartwig for the Austintown Fitch and the Division I state championship right here on YSN. Ball 3 as that one misses upstairs as well. Kennedy trying to get something here to get the Lady Cards back in the dugout and swinging the clubs. Pitch, there it is, outside corner, 3-1.
Kennedy has only walked 6 hitters all season. I know lower innings pitched than Toth, but still 37 innings pitched, only 6 walks. Pretty good numbers there.
And ball 4 misses low and inside. So Tallmadge with potentially a game-winning run on on first base. Time is called, and we're going to see a pinch runner.
The pitch selection from Tallmadge has gotten so much better since the 3rd inning when they really started to hit Toth. They stopped chasing her pitches. They started to select to swing in the strike zone. And they started doing really good hitting the ball opposite field, whether they're righty or lefty hitters.
Attention please, pitch hitting for who? Number 22, Catherine Hedrick.
So we're going to get Catherine Hedrick pinch hitting for Tallmadge. Hedrick, a junior. So Kennedy deals. Hedrick takes ball 1. And Canfield asking where that was. Heard a lot of whats. Like Stone Cold Steve Austin was in the house. Pitch by Kennedy. Change up in there for a strike.
Good pitch.
That changeup is devastating. That would be the one that would sit me down 10 times out of 10.
It just goes, I mean, it goes to show you velocity isn't everything. If you can change speeds, you can really be a successful pitcher, even if you're throwing maybe 55 as your top speed.
Kennedy deals, and the changeup misses high, 2-1. That's one of those, I bet you won't throw it again. Kennedy does.
Bet you won't throw it the third time.
That is like cartoon-like, this changeup that Bella Kennedy is dealing. Same arm, and that one misses. Oh no!
I caught the knees.
Right at the knees, 2-2. Umpire a little bit delayed on the call, but the count evens itself.
That's what I was saying. Kennedy works a little bit lower in the zone than Toth does. Likes to go with that drop ball at the knees a lot.
Through the line, Kennedy deals, fouled off, back to the screen. It'll stay 2-2.
There was another off speed too.
Slow clap starts for Tallmadge. 2-2. Misses low and inside. Full count. Division I state championship slated for 3 o'clock. This one, if you're Canfield, you're hoping that Fitch waits a little bit longer for some dramatics, theatrics. The 3-2 payoff from Kennedy, fouled off towards the dugout.
Just barely got the bat out on that. One of those excuse me swings. Tallmadge has done a good job with 2 strikes all day.
The line, the pitch. This one dribbled towards second base. Going to be a tough play, and whoa, glove flip. I like it. On to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's 9-0. Canfield looking to get the sticks going.
Reliability. Innovation. Scale. These 3 values are those we look forward to in our business and in our team. If you're ready for a reliable employer who looks constantly to think outside the box in big ways, we're ready for you. Apply now. Help us push the envelope and deliver success. Envelope 1. Take that one extra step.
If you can dream it, you can live it. Enjoy outdoor living at its finest with outdoor furniture at Sheely's. Whether hosting picnics or dining al fresco, with outdoor dining sets, you can bring family and friends together. You can create an outdoor oasis for your patio or deck, perfect for relaxing summer evenings. And unwind under the stars when you cozy up to a nice fire. Savor the season with outdoor living at Sheely's. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 6th. Canfield looking to get something started. They trail 9-0 here in the state championship. Again, Anthony, it's just a joy to get here. You know, no shame, no matter the outcome of this game, knowing you're one of the best.
Look, and the way this game has gone, you kind of have to tip your hat a little bit to the way that Tallmadge has put up the offense that they have all year. And Toth is a good pitcher, but sometimes good offenses can get to you, even if you're really, really good.
2-0 quickly on Gianna Panunzio.
Both teams won in dramatic fashion on Thursday, so both teams felt like they had a little bit of destiny on their side.
Strike at the knees.
But as you know, destiny only favors one.
The bold. And right now, it's been the bold bats of Tallmadge with the 2-strike hitting at the bottom of their lineup. I mean, if I would have said that was the narrative coming into today, Anthony, you would have signed up for it. Because you wouldn't believe me. 3 balls and a strike to Panunzio. Now it's go time for Canfield.
7 RBIs from the 7, 8, 9 hitters.
And there is ball 4. That puts the leadoff Cardinal on base.
Panunzio's doing all she can on offense. Gotten on base a couple of times.
Left fielder number 2, Haley Freedy.
So Haley Freedy will stand in. Batting average leader, we've spent many times talking about it. Shallow to right field, first pitch, and that's out number 1 as Freedy retired.
It's the right idea, trying to go inside out, just can't get the barrel on that bat.
On the ball.
On the ball, sorry. Barrel's always on the bat.
I was just trying, well, some hitters will argue with that, but no, you're right. Trying to help you out there, partner. And there's Faith Morrell taking strike 1. Morrell digs back in. Jackson deals. Cut on a miss by Morrell, 0-2.
I was talking to Faith yesterday, and I asked her about that bunt situation, and she said when she first got the sign from Coach Kernan, she called the timeout to make sure he was right. She couldn't believe it. It's the first time she'd been asked to bunt all season.
Pitch away, and that was way away. Nice play by the catcher, 1-2.
You don't normally see catchers diving outside the left-hander's batter's box to catch a ball, but that's what had to be done.
Line the pitch from Jackson. This one is chopped. It's going to stay fair. No, the umpire calls it off foul.
Yeah, it went off of Morrell, I think, inside the box.
Wind picking up
sure
here
is.
at Firestone as programs blowing all over the place. The line and up. They're going to try to steal the run, and bang, bang play. Got her at second.
Perfect throw. That's what you have to do to get Panunzio. You have to be perfect, and that throw was on the money.
So the Cardinal runner is erased, and back to square one we go.
It's kind of the way the day's been going for Canfield.
1-2 the count. 2-2 the count, as the scoreboard says, on Morrell. And ball 3. And there's ball 4. So Morrell able to get on base and replace Panunzio, who just got thrown out trying to steal. And now you've got Milena Toth. And the umpire's going to converge on something.
I think they're trying to make sure like when they took Toth out, then they had Kennedy pinch hit for at the bottom of the order. They want to make sure that these substitution cards, the lineup card is correct, and Toth is actually legally hitting.
And everything looks like it checks out. Oh, Toth going back. Yeah. What? They're putting Faith Morrell back in the box.
Well, that's weird.
I think the count was 2-2. I thought we had it right.
Well, it took 4 umpires to figure it out. That's good.
That one popped up. Shallow right field, and play is made. But there's a collision down the right field. Play is made, though, and the Cardinals retired. So it comes back to haunt Canfield. We're on to the 7th inning. It's 9-0 Tallmadge.
No runs, no hits, there are no errors, and 1 runner left on.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update. Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
My old boss, he said I would be good at sales because I'm good with people and everything like that. So he offered me a job, and here I am. I have a lot of repeat customers, and referrals, and it's just nice seeing them with smiles on their faces when, they pick up their vehicles, them telling me how happy they are with the vehicles. So that's what keeps you going. I'm Jim Timko, and I've been at Greenwood Chevrolet for 20 years.
Back we come, top of the 7th, 9-0 Tallmadge here at Akron Firestone Stadium. DJ Oakley, as well as the guru of softball in the Valley, Anthony Hartwig, with you. Anthony's been a tough day for Canfield. They got 3 outs left, and they want to make the most of them.
Yeah, and the first goal was obviously to try to get to the 7th inning and give yourself a chance. Bella Kinney has done a good job the last 2, keeping Tallmadge where they're at.
This is flared to the center fielder. Treveri back to make the grab. 1 pitch, 1 out for Bella Kennedy.
It's got to feel good for the senior. Her last chance to be in the circle for Canfield, and it's in the state championship. I know obviously the score isn't where she wants it to be, but she'll never forget the moments of pitching in the circle in the state championship game.
Trying to get a number on this, I apologize. Looks to be Garbinski. It is. Garbinski leans back and takes ball 1. Is there strategy here for Tallmadge to just not throw in the towel here in the 7th, but try to get their pitcher back out there as quickly as possible?
You still want to just keep quality at bats. A lot of these players, there are college coaches in the stands. You're trying to now prove yourself, hey, I can go 3 for 4, or I can get another base hit, put something else on film. But offensively, you're not going to take any risks. You're just going to try to get back into the circle in the next inning and take care of business.
Well, there's not a whole lot of film being had
That's true.
for us.
iPhone films for
that's
coaches.
It. Anything longer than 30 seconds, they're paying a fee.
Someone had film on Sydney Watts last night right behind the plate because he was pitching
that was
7,
phenomenal.
and we saw it.
This one popped up, back our way, look out. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the foul ball.
This would be the first state championship for Tallmadge since 1998.
It's a drought, but they've been good. No doubt about it, but it just shows you how difficult it is to win a state championship and how special it is.
First appearance in the state tournament since 2014, but the first championship since 98. But they have 7 in their program, all coming in the 80s and 90s, where their program was obviously a softball powerhouse back in the day.
This one chopped towards the shortstop, picked up, fired by Koenig, crossed the diamond, and that's out number 2. Wow, I'm just getting word that a runner from United ran a 148 in the 800, fastest in the nation.
Keelan Mastari, yep.
Incredible.
He had every state record except for the stadium record in the state tournament going into today. All he had to do was get 148.68 to beat Nick Plant, and he got 148.31.
Credit to Chris Colucci for giving us the heads up on that.
So now Nastari has literally every 800 record you could have in the state of Ohio.
Pitch, fouled back.
He actually broke his own career record this year. He set his own record last year.
Peyton Almond, the sophomore, is in to pinch hit. The line, the pitch, and outside, evens the count 1-1. Through the line, the pitch, this one rope, back to Koenig, makes a play, and it kicks off into center field. I thought she had it.
Definitely got just a piece of it.
Nice smoked softball by Peyton Allman. That thing was marinated on the grill, and Allman just took a nice hack at it. Nice play almost by Koenig.
First at bat of the state tournament for Allman. That's the one that she'll remember.
Sydney Becks will stand in. She's been trouble for this Canfield defense today.
Hasn't been retired yet.
First pitch, upstairs, ball 1.
Becks with that inside the park home run that broke this game open back in the 4th inning. Down the left field line.
And a strike is in there. Outside corner.
You could kind of tell danger was coming because all day she had been flirting with that left field line, fouling pitches off the opposite way. You just kind of felt like she had a good read on the toast pitches, and she finally got one to fall fair.
Becks waits, and that one misses outside. Ball 2. Pitch outside, and now it's a 3-1 count, or should be. Yep, there it is. Making sure. That one rope, that's gonna fall. Freedy in left field able to get it on a hop, but Tallmadge not ready to throw in the towel yet.
I am so impressed with Becks. I know she's a 9-hole hitter, and sometimes we're surprised, but really for Tallmadge, she's just an extra leadoff hitter in that 9 spot, which you see a lot in softball. Has gone opposite field every time with hard hit balls, with that power slap. Really impressive.
Attention please for Tallmadge re-entering. Running at second base for Allman.
So now you've got runners at first and second. 2 down.
That's your number 11, Lexi Gray.
And Lexi Gray back to the top of the lineup for Tallmadge. That one misses low and in. Ball 1. Up and away. Nope.
Oh, that's
Catches
strike.
the corner.
Late call.
All right.
He's just having fun down there.
I am confused as anybody. Call me SpongeBob. A 1-1 from Kennedy.
Oh.
Change up, swung on and spun like a top into the ground.
That was one of the poorest swings we've seen from Tallmadge all day. Completely topsy-turvy by that Bella Kennedy changeup.
This is fouled off into the glove for strike 3. So nobody comes across. 2 left aboard. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. Time to pray. Time to have faith, Canfield. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 9-0, but it ain't over yet. Back after this on YSN.
We know when it comes to insurance, you have so many choices, But if you're looking for someone who lives in your community, someone who cheers for your community, and someone who works for your community like you're part of our family, well then please let us introduce ourselves. Hi, we're Heiner Insurance. How can we help?
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means we want to take care of the community that takes care of us too.
And we have to work together always. And that's how you stay in business for 40 years.
You know, I love being a helper because when I help somebody, it makes me feel good.
It means a lot that I can make a difference.
Back we come, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 7th, last bite at the apple for the Canfield Cardinals. They trail 9-0. DJ Yoakley, Anthony Hartwig with you. And starting things off, Melina Toth takes a swing and misses, 0-1.
I know this game has not gone the way that Melina Toth expected, obviously, in the circle. But she has a way to just let all that go here with this at-bat. She'll come back next year as one of the big leaders of this team as a senior.
Without a shadow of a doubt, going to be one of the area's best pitchers again.
That's what, I mean, it's crazy. Like, the pitching in this area not only is really, really good, but also young. All the great pitchers that we're talking about, a lot of them coming back next year.
The only caveat is South Range with
Right.
Suzanne and Stackowitz both heading on to the college level. 3-1 now. At this point, Canfield just get on base any way you can. Jackson deals. Toth right at the shortstop for out number 1.
That's just been the way Canfield's day has gone. A lot of hard hit balls, a lot of good defensive plays right at people.
And what I love is Marina Koenig down there just telling her teammate, it's okay, can't hit it any harder. She's on her way to the plate. Here's Koenig.
Softball's a game of failure. You got to come back from it.
That one misses, up and away, ball 1.
Koenig's going to be another player next year that the Cardinals are going to rely on. Going to be an upperclassman as a junior.
That one popped up on the infield. And the play is made by the third baseman for out number 2.
That got shady. I don't think they called anybody off. I thought a collision might be coming.
And that will bring up Leah Figueroa, this freshman standout behind the dish, as Tallmadge will all rise as they get ready to potentially celebrate a state championship. And Anthony, you said the first since 1998?
1998.
This one fouled away for strike 1 on Figueroa.
This was the program's first trip to the state tournament since 14 and first trip to the championship game since 1998. But they do have 7 state titles in their program history.
Cut on and missed. 2 strikes on Figueroa, and the Cardinals down to their final out, or final strike rather.
They won 3 in a row in 87, 88, and 89.
The pitch popped up and out of play.
Came back here and won it in 93, won it in 97, won it in 98.
Canfield, you trust that this is going to be something that you start with tradition with your softball program once again, but again, it's tough to get to this point.
Nothing's guaranteed. I mean, we saw a team in South Range get here in 2016, brought all but 1 senior back the next year, and they just fell in a tough district.
The 1-2 to Figueroa, flared, shallow, second baseman makes the grab. No.
Ooh, well, I think while she spun over, it popped out of her glove. She did like a little barrel roll after catching it. What an effort.
That would have been a great way to end the season, on a diving catch in a game that hasn't really been theatrical to this point.
You feel for Canfield, it was just 2 big innings. I mean, everything else is a 0 spot in the box score.
The 1-2 delivery. Figueroa gets into one. Left field, not enough. And catch is made. Tallmadge, your 2023 Division II state champions. what I love what I just saw. That you're not going to see pictures of. You're not going to see anything like that. Is someone ran out. I didn't get the number, but to pick up Leah Figueroa, because to be the last out of a season is tough enough. But Leah's got 3 years left, and that's going to be one heck of a revenge tour.
And that hit was once again the microcosm of the game for Canfield. A hard hit ball, just not in the right spot. Confetti flying everywhere, right in front of us as Tallmadge brought the confetti cannons.
Your final score in the D2 state championship, Tallmadge 9, your regional champions, Canfield Cardinals 0. On behalf of my partner Anthony Hartwig, Brian Scott back at HQ, my name's DJ Yoakley, wishing you well and wishing well the Austintown Fitch Falcons, who coming up next will be featured in the last game of the school year as they try to bring home their first state championship. And we wish them all the well. Ty Bartell and Anthony Hartwig will join you here momentarily. Good night, everybody.